I took 2 meters of this beautiful jacquard jersey fabric. It has slight stretch in it, and I transfer it into beautiful rollover neckline dress, and it is my favorite neckline to wear in winter. Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful stylish cowl neck or rollover neck top. You can make top or dress. I made this one as a dress, so you can make it as a top. This is winter has started in UK, so I wanted to wear something nice and cozy. So this has a slight texture and little thickness, and it feels so good. So if you get value out of this video, I would love to have you in my channel, and I will appreciate if you share, like, subscribe and all good things. So let's dive into our video. We require basic sewing stuff, measuring tape, scissor, chalk, pins and fabric of your choice. And the fabric I'm using is a 2 meter jacquard jersey fabric. Fold the fabric and see how wide it is. And then you require total measurement, your bust measurement, waist measurement and your hip measurement. So here I folded this fabric, and now I'm going to fold it again. So we will have 4 pieces, like a 2 folded pieces. So all the measurement you have, we will divide by 4 because there are 4 pieces now, as you can see, and I'm fixing it with the pins. After pinning up, now it is a time to take shoulder measurement. For shoulder, I'm taking 7 inches for the shoulder, and then neckline 3 inches, and depth of the neckline I'm taking 1.5 inches, and I am going to make a slight curve. So at this time, front and back neckline I am cutting together, and these are for our sleeves, and I'm taking from shoulder 1 inches and I'm making it diagonal so we can have a shoulder curve. And now 7 inches, I'm taking 7 inches because it's a stretchy fabric I'm using. You take your own shoulder measurement and you can make it a little longer. And I'm using my French curve ruler to give it a slight curve. If you do not have a French curve ruler, you can use a hand drawing as well. So all cuttings on our marking been done. Now I am making sure our bust measurement, you take and bust measurement divided by 4, so 10 inches, and you can keep some seam allowance as well. This is a stretchy fabric, so I'm not keeping much seam allowance. You can take 1 inch seam allowance. And for the waist measurement as well, I'm dividing it by 4. So now I'm taking again my French curve ruler and give it a curve shape. Slight curve you can use by hand as well, and if you have a French curve ruler you can use it. This is a dress I am making, so for the dress I want to keep slits on the sides. So this is totally up to you. If you want to make full length dress you can make, but I left some space for the slit. So for the slit I'm taking 15 inches from the bottom, so I will leave this one open. So this is how our dress look like. It's very simple dress. You can make it A shape as well, but I'm making straight dress. These are now 2 pieces we have, and I'm going to give neckline depth for the front piece. So one is a back piece and one is a front, and for the front I'm making neckline deeper and armhole little deeper as well. For the neck length, for the neck depth, I am keeping 8 inches neck depth, and I'm using my French curve ruler to give a curve. And for the sleeves, I am giving 1 centimeter, keeping a 1 centimeter deep, then the back side. Depth of the neckline is totally your choice. You can make a bit deeper as well. Now I'm joining, first of all we will join both shoulders, front and back shoulders together. Now I'm going to cut this neckline, the tube for the neckline. Tube, I mean like I'm using a folded fabric about 8 inches. So 8 inches, mean like a 16 inches. I took a 16 inches wide and then I folded it, and length is about 1 meter. So after that I just kept a longer because it depends on how wide my neckline is. So extra fabric I will cut. Now rest of the fabric I will use to cut sleeves. I am making full sleeves, and I'm keeping a little wider so I can add elastic. So I took total length of the sleeves 25 inches. And I have done one video on making your own sleeves pattern. I will add the link. After this video you can go and watch this if you want to make your own patterns of sleeves. I will add that video link so you can watch it. So I'm using my pattern which I have already prepared, and using my chalk I am marking. So this sleeve pattern I cut is just according to my sleeve, but I'm keeping a little wider because I'm going to add elastic. So width is totally up to you. I am keeping 10 inches wide. Like you can see, like this fabric is folded. So 10 inches wide, so it will be folded 5 inches on each side. So now I have joined these front and back sides, and I'm going to mark the center. So start adding neckline from the back side because this fabric is extra fabric, and leave some space when you start sewing, because this we have to make it like a tube like, so we can only make it when we have an extra fabric. So this folded fabric I start sewing around this neckline because shoulders are attached. Now I'm going to take it under my sewing machine, and from the back side I left about 1 inch wide. Now this is a center. I fix it with the pins and I'm taking it under sewing machine. I have stitched my neckline and going to cut extra fabric that we left. You can do measurement in the beginning, but sometimes I prefer to leave it on and cut at the end. Now I'm going to cut this one extra fabric straight, and still there is a 1 inch seam allowance I left. So these two cut edges, I'm going to join them together and I'm going to stitch them. There is a 1 inches on both sides, so there is a easily I can stitch this from inside, and when it will completely stitch, then we will see this neckline as a tube like. So two cut edges I have stitched. Now there was a gap in between. Remember, we didn't stitch fully these two pieces, and now I'm going to sew this gap and our neckline is done. So this is how it looks like, our neckline, and I'm going to use overlocker so threads they do not come out, and if you do not have a overlocker, you can use a zigzag stitch in your sewing machine. So this is I'm doing using my overlocker, so it helps to prevent your fabric from fraying. So this is how it looks like. You can increase the width, you can keep a if you want more folds, you can increase the width. You can, for example, take more fabric and it will fold according to your choice. I wanted less fold, just 2 folds, so that's why I left a smaller. So now this is the time for sleeves. So take your measurement where you want your sleeves to sit, and then your elastic, piece of elastic that is you are comfortable with. So I took my measurement. Now I am folding about 1 centimeter fabric to pass this elastic on. Repeat this process. Now both sleeves elastic been done, and turn this fabric inside out and sew the sides of the sleeves, and then we will attach with our dress. I have stitched both sleeves. These are turned inside out, so this is a time to attach them with my dress. Right side facing each other, and the stitching side, both stitching side match with each other. So you can see both sides we are marking together. So extra fabric, I make some pleats on the shoulders, and this is how my sleeves looks like. And then I will be stitching the side and my dress is ready. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for liking, sharing and subscribing my channel. Any question, feel free to ask, and I will see you all in my another video.